Hey there guys, so our new anime begins with our protagonist Rishe. She was the fiancée of the crown prince and the daughter of the duke. But the dumb prince called off his engagement with Rishe in front of all of the nobles at a ball and accused Rishe of a crime that she had never committed. Because of that, her parents kicked her out of the household and poor girl had nothing but her clothes on that belonged to her. She was walking forward aimlessly when she runs into a group of traveling merchants. Their leader was Cain, and he offered Rishe a ride if she intended to travel to another nation. But looking at her expensive clothes, he knew right away Rishe was from a duke or perhaps a royal family, so Rishe offers him to sell out her ring. With that, she got on board, but Cain refused to buy her ring. He tells her that he is one of those merchants who puts his values first, and right now that Rishe is a clean slate. Cain suggested her to become a merchant now that she is free from her prison fate of the crown princess. Rishe saw the hope in his words and joined his Aria trading company. It was her first life. And she traveled the world to become a pro merchant, but there was only one nation left where she had never been, and when she did, she was swept up in the war and died and got back into the past just when the crown prince cancelled the engagement. She pinched her chicks to check if it's a dream. But that dumb Dietrich thought Rishe is in shock that their engagement was called off, but it's rather opposite. Rishe runs out of there without listening to any of the nonsense. And this time she packed her stuff and belonging, but while doing so she got late, and Cain and his wagon passed out from that path, but unlike the last time, she had many things. So she chose to become a pharmaceutics to learn about herbs and medicine, but again she was swept into a war and died, so the cycle continues yet again from that point. And the third time she chose to become a scholar, but even so her life came to an end in a war, until the sixth time, she became a knight, and eventually she was swept into a war again. But this time she died by the hands of Arnold, the one who caused war each and single time in all of her 6 life. So she got back in time for the 7th time, and Dietrich's refusal didn't faze Rishe even a little. Dietrich was hoping that Rishe would cry in agony. But instead she left without even a little sadness in her eyes to find a way to survive in this life as well. But this time she chose to take a different path to leave the castle and ran into Arnold, but she acts as if she didn't know him. She told him her engagement had been called off just now, so she was in a hurry. Then she jumped out of the first floor, which catches Arnold's eyes. He was mesmerized by her boldness. But when Rishe got to her home, Dietrich even gets there to act as a victim where Rishe broke her heart. This moron was so desperate to see Rishe in tears and thought he's some kind of a big shot that every lady would die to have him. But Rishe breaks his imagination and the crowd began to get it that Dietrich looks more hurt than Rishe. His plan just backfired, so Dietrich's lover, Marie, tried to do some damage control. So Rishe advised them to have a happy marriage and takes the leave, but suddenly she blocked a sword coming at her from Arnold himself, which impressed him even more. So he got on his knees and proposed to Rishe for marriage. And before she could answer, the king gets there and puts Dietrich on his place and apologized to Rishe for his foolishness and asked Rishe to at least listen to Arnold. So they got a private place to chat and Arnold clears it up that he's fallen in love with her, which was rather hard to consume, so Rishe goes along with that and asked for a few of her requests. She wanted the rights to choose the trading company for everything they need for marriage, and after they are married, she wants her own separate place to live, and finally, she doesn't want to do any work and wants to enjoy lazing around, and additionally she doesn't want Arnold to lay a finger on her. Arnold agreed to all of her requests. And they took off to return to the Gokine kingdom. Along the way, Rishe collected many of the herbs, but a group of assassins attacked their cavalry to kill the Prince Arnold. But Arnold locked Rishe in the carriage to keep her safe, but she picked the lock and got out to help, but Arnold had already taken care of those thugs by himself. And Rishe was shocked to see Arnold, the prince who had the nickname of a demon prince, didn't even kill a single assassin, but then, they had imbued their blade with poison, and from past experience, Rishe found out which type of poison it was, and it could kill a person in 7 days and Gokine kingdom was 2 days away, but Rishe made the antidote for them. Yet no one believed on her kind intention, so she used that poison on herself and applied the remedy to assure them she means no harm. That saved a lot of people from pain. And Arnold showed his gratitude to Rishe for saving a lot of his men. Then Rishe asked him what he told his father about their marriage, and Arnold simply informed her father that he fell in love. So he stole Rishe from the crown prince. It's like a tradition of the royals in Gokine to marry foreign princesses, but in reality it's like they're taking a hostage. But that's even more pleasing to hear since Rishe will be excluded from all the official duties. That just worked out in Rishe's favor, and they entered Gokine. And Arnold gave her the royal villa that hasn't been used in ages, so Rishe herself gets to work on cleaning the villa like a maid. But there she saw a few well-trained maids were looking down on newcomers, so Rishe helps out Elise to get out of that situation. Then after that, Rishe begins her day when Arnold's assistant Oliver came to visit. And he brought a list of guests who would attend their marriage ceremony and another list of people who would attend the party a day after tomorrow, so, as the first prince's fiancé. They attended their first party, but many noblemen tries to introduce their daughter to Arnold, so Prince stops all of them by announcing his wife there. But that just provoked many of the other ladies, and so, when the song began, both Rishe and Arnold began to dance on the melody, but Rishe then tried to take the lead several times. But Arnold didn't let her do as she wished, and along the whole dance, he didn't let go of his lead and ends the dance dramatically. It appeased the spectators, but the ladies were jealous. So while Arnold was busy talking to other guests, a few ladies came to Rishe and offered her a spicy wine to look down on her, but Rishe drank the wine without any reaction and spoils their plan. And even after that, Rishe was drinking that spicy wine and Arnold comes there. He knew right away what happened, so he tells Rishe to never endure this type behavior from other ladies. With that, the party came to an end with the politics of the nobles, and from another day, Rishe again started to work as a maid to get along with others. But Diana and her followers were still looking down on the newcomers and taunts them that they could never become a maid for the crown princess if they worked this slow. And Rishe was taking note of everything, so when the day came for Rishe to select her personal maids, everyone were shocked to see the maid who was working alongside them was the real crown princess. And Rishe chose all the newcomers to become her maids, which angered Diana, so Rishe asked her if she was good in every job she did when she started. And it was obvious even she had a bit of a hard time learning everything. But she learned faster than the others because she knew how to read and write, but there are many others who are illiterate. So Diana realized her fault and apologized. Seeing her reflect, Rishe asked to train the newcomers and Diana happily agreed. Then the day comes for her to meet Cain again, as she chose his trading company to do business for everything she needs for her marriage. But he's a skillful merchant with a cunning personality, so how would things turn out for Rishe? Find out in the next video. Till then, take care.